Hello, my name is Elijah Frank, and we will be discussing whether or not Tesla exhibited strong corporate ethics during the COVID-19 pandemic. This is for American Military University Management 618 Ethics and Leadership course. We will be looking at answering two main questions. Did Tesla adhere to strong code of business and corporate ethics during the pandemic? And does Elon Musk exude and promote long-term ethical business leadership practices as Tesla's CEO? A little bit of background information about Tesla. They were founded in 2003 as an electric vehicle manufacturer. They were started by Martin Eberhard and Mark Tarpenning in San Carlos, California, and it was named after the Serbian-American physicist Nikola Tesla. In 2004, Elon Musk invested 6.5 million US dollars, and this helped landed him a spot on Tesla's board of directors. A couple years later, in 2008, he takes over as new CEO. Shortly after, they go public, and by 2021, they had captured a market cap of $1 trillion. What are codes of ethics? These are things or practices that are to direct an organization through decisions that it should take, or moral actions that either the individual or the organization would undergo to protect the firm's interest, including all stakeholders. This involves employees, shareholders, and even the environment. This is a background timeline on the COVID-19 pandemic. Early December 2019, the first cluster of patients was reported in Wuhan, China. February, shortly after, worldwide deaths had reached 1,000. In early February, the CDC had confirmed 15 cases inside of the United States. By 30 March 2022, the US had recorded nearly 1 million deaths and 80 million total reported cases. By June of 2022, nearly 85 million reported cases in the US, with deaths surpassing 1 million from COVID-19. By May of 2023, the COVID-19 pandemic has been considered ended. Initially, like many other businesses, Tesla shut down all of their automotive plants as they were non-essential, and many businesses that were even essential were also shut down due to government mandates at the beginning of the pandemic. Early into the pandemic, Musk requested exemptions to be considered essential from the Alameda County Board in California. He inevitably reopened his manufacturing Tesla facility before he was given approval by the city and by the county to reopen his facility. He did, however, allow for some employees to stay home, which we'll talk about here in a second. Now we're going to discuss if Tesla adhered to a strong code of business and corporate ethics during the pandemic. Eventually, as the pandemic went on, more businesses were able to reopen, so we saw that it wasn't as contentious for Tesla themselves given time. However, them reopening the facility before being allowed to by the city should be considered very unethical. Another thing, they also let many of the employees that chose to stay home when they reopened go. And also, how can you ethically respond to something when one of your initial reactions, as we see one of his tweets on the screen dated March 6, 2020, the coronavirus pandemic is dumb. There were also vast reports of inadequate safety precautions that left many employees vulnerable. Safety emails that were drafted by Tesla failed to reach emails. In fact, one of the only emails that did reach employees about COVID-19 was actually one that was warning them of COVID-19 phishing email scams and to protect company property. They were not set out any health warnings. There was no information on attendance policy changes. There was no information on what to do if you got sick. They were just left out to dry. So it was very unethical in how they behaved and how they reacted. Now we're going to talk about if Elon Musk exudes and promotes long-term ethical business leadership practices as Tesla's CEO. Business ethics involve organizations not only complying with legal requirements, but also conducting itself in a manner that is morally right and fair to all involved stakeholders. While, as you can see, Tesla has well-documented ethics online, on their website, and documented all over the web, they still fall very short of promoting long-term ethical practices. In 2018, Elon Musk was given a $56 billion pay package that was contested by the minority stakeholders, and this was to get him to keep focusing solely on Tesla as their CEO and not other businesses. In 2023, Tesla was also sued by shareholders for overplaying the capabilities and safety features of their autopilot and full self-driving technology. There's also severe ethical implications with conflict minerals that are mined in the Democratic Republic of Congo for making the batteries needed to power the vehicles, and also the child labor that goes on to collect those conflict minerals as well. And another instance of Elon not showing long-term future ethical business practices is his recent special appointment, government appointment to the Department of Government Efficiency. And not anything that he's done with the department is anything that we'll be discussing, but simply the fact that he is simply taking away and focusing time away from his main responsibility, or what should be one of his main responsibilities as CEO, as he's a chief executive officer, but as he's spending time doing other stuff, we can see that he's really not focusing on his business responsibilities, and that can be seen as unethical. These are the references I've used. Thank you.